No, no. See right there. That one.
Yeah.
Right there. Okay. Were you the first, or did Jewel McGowan create that? You created that drop, right?
Yeah.
She did not
No.
create it. This was your original.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did it with Eddie.
Nobody did it before you.
No.
That was yours.
No. Yeah.
Did that never? Okay, that's what I thought.
No, because Jewel, Dean had her as a perfect routine. She did everything right. I did everything kind of
Yeah. More
screwed
fun.
up.
Yeah, right. A lot more fun.
And I had a thing with Eddie Markwell, and I had a hold
Eddie.
of him. I said, Eddie, I'm going to try something. I said, just be sure you hold on to me. So I said, throw me out. I did it, and I did it, and I said, let's try it again. And we tried it a few times, and I said, okay, but I could do it with him, or I couldn't do it with
Which
somebody
one
else.
are we talking about? That? What lift? What? Which one? That one?
That one.
That one. Okay.
Yeah. And sometimes I would go all the way around, and sometimes I went, didn't go all the way around. See my hips? I'm facing him.
Wait a
Up
minute.
there,
Wait
I'm
a minute.
facing the audience. See that?
Oh yeah. Okay.
And this, I'm facing him.
Yeah. See, that was the look that I got when you faced him, not the side.
Yeah,
view.
that's because
But I love
I
them.
used to
They're
drop. I mean, completely drop.
both all the way down. I love that
I would
look, too.
turn on that foot and then drop. And with Eddie, it was easy because he was so
So,
tall.
yeah, right.
A smaller person, I couldn't do it too well with him. But Dean had Jewel do everything the way it should be done. And I did it the way I felt. And sometimes it looked like a step that they had done, you know, that it was supposed to be. But I used to do a slide, but I couldn't do it for Tom because of the floor. But you know when you push,
Yeah, pushes.
I would slide on this foot all the way back and come down there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. In, by,
Oh, and do a.
I would just hold him,
Yeah. Was it a
and I
single?
would slide back there and catch myself with this foot. One and.
Okay, one hand. Sorta.
When you do, wait a minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide there.
Oh.
I would slide all the way back on this foot and come and land on this foot.
Oh, okay.
And I also did 1, 2, 3,
I've
4.
seen that
I
one.
used it
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But if
With
I
the-
did,
with the knees.
if I didn't throw the guy, sometimes I would do something and the guy would kind of stop and look around, you know, and I'd have to get back and do the things I should do because I was coming in on the off beat. Ram, bum, instead of dum, da, dum.
Yeah.
And I like to be sometimes a little different. And you couldn't do it with everybody.
No.
But Jewel, everything she did, if you'll notice the picture in the book that this lady wrote, this teacher, this last one, and it shows Dean and Jewel, and she's in a switch, and he's holding her, and the hand is this way. Let me have your hand.
Oh yeah.
And he's right there, and it's toward the audience. Comes toward the audience, and everything he did with her was the way it should be, like the switch. she looked sensational.
Absolutely.
But no one else looked like that when she did it. And I felt very awkward doing it. I didn't like it. For me.
Mm-hmm. Your thing.
And everybody kept saying, Irene, watch Jewel do the switch. I watched her, and I thought, gee, she's terrific. That's wonderful. But I just put that little thing in there, and I felt better. I felt better, yeah.
Kickball change.
Yeah, one D down.
Well, that's one I learned from you,
Yeah.
actually. I'm sure.
Well, it just was, I thought, for me, it felt better. I didn't feel good spread out like that. I didn't feel good. Did you?
Oh, at the time I was doing it, I thought it was wonderful
Cause
or
you
whatever.
yeah.
But, I mean,
Because I see Jewel do it, and it's great.
Oh, just,
And when Dean did a turn with you,
yeah.
come here, stand up, and when he turned from the whip,
Yeah.
and he pulled you through here, and you did a turn.
Yeah.
When he turned you in. He didn't push you.
Oh, no, never pushed.
He never pushed.
No.
He came here and
Yeah,
turned
when you're coming
by
around.
pulling his hand in here, and you just spin like a little top. And some of the guys would do it, and they would turn you, but they would push you out, and you go off balance. And I had trouble then because I'd want them to not take their heel on and push me in, just to push me into them, and then they do the work. You just turn.
Yeah, spin, turn, spin, whatever. Oh, there you are. She's filming us. She's got you down.
But each guy dances their way, and you've got to change your style to go with every guy you dance with.
Absolutely.
So the girl really has the hardest, I think.
Always. Yeah.
Because she doesn't know what he's going to do sometimes.
First of all, we're flying across the floor. We're flying out there and in, or spinning, or dropping, and they're leading. Yeah. Except when Dean did his thing. He had a way of...
Yeah, Dean, it was easy. Dean was strong, very physical, but he was easy to dance with because he didn't throw you off balance.
No.
Kept balance.
Right.
I know when we would line up, and he would call the steps.
Oh yeah.
And when he did the whip, he did the whip different than anybody else. And I watched him, and he would start back here, and he had a roll to his shoulder, and then he would come out and catch you this way.
Yeah. But then when he was sending you out.
Pull here and push here, and he would look over his shoulder and he would roll, and no one does the whip like that.
Yeah. I think my little brother comes closest to that. I can see him. I'm not saying it's just like Dean, but he got the feel of it, the shoulder roll and leaning and throwing out, and it was
he would if you could slow the action down with Dean, and he would come here, and I mean when he whipped you.
Yeah.
But
that's why we called it the
but
whip.
It was smooth.
It was wonderful. It was a whip.
But now the guys do the turning. The guys do the turning instead of letting you do that out there. The other thing too, you know, in going under an arm.
Yeah. Under an arm. Yeah.
When they throw you under this arm. And then you go by this way.
Oh yes.
All right. I wouldn't turn fast. I would come here and then go slow, and that threw the guy off sometimes because I would dip. I would dip and come in on if I could keep my balance. Well, here, and I go 1, 2.
Yeah. So
and then hold it there. I'd hold it there until I would twist it to a pretzel, and then turn.
Yeah. I've seen you do that. I
And
know what it is.
that was better on a slow number.
Yeah.
Did that on a slow number.
Very good. It's funny, all the steps that we did, I think. All the different styles we would pick from.
Vena, I thought, was adorable.
Absolutely adorable, like a little doll.
I heard what
Vanna Archer. Fabulous.
oh yeah, what was, oh criminy, I can't think of the name.
What, girl or boy?
No, Hank Negley says, Vena does the sexiest switch when she's out there, and she does, she did it, she looks so sick. He said, that's the sexiest switch of any of the girls. You know, she was little.
I know her, brother, I knew her, yes, well.
When I heard Johnny died, I called her, and her son answered the phone, and he said, Mother is dead. Mother died too. Because I wasn't in contact with any of them, so I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
But Willie used to have I think I went to about 4 or 3 gatherings he had of all the old timers there. And I mean, we were old. But Jewel went with a very good choreographer, Jack Cole.
Holy Christmas. He was one of the all-time greats.
And he wanted to have a line of girls that he kept under contract all the time. So that if the picture called for a certain type of dancing, he had his girls. He didn't have to get new ones.
So he had
And
them
she
under.
was good enough to go with it. That wasn't jitterbugging. That was dancing.
Yeah.
And I mean hard dancing.
Oh, I know. He had a reputation as being really very tough.
And
Very tough.
I know that when I went back to New York, I think she must have joined him right away after that. Because she died, didn't she, of cancer? Was it?
Yeah, I believe so. I never knew Jewel. I never got to really. I met her, watched her dance a few times, and that was it. I never.
Well, we danced. We were together in Powers Girl.
Yeah.
For about a week.
Yeah. So you got to know each other pretty well.
Jewel was quiet.
Yeah.
She wasn't a flamboyant, smart ass like I was dancing. But she did things, everything she did.
She
You
did
could
it.
see Dean had trained her. She looked perfect. Everything, and she could spin like a top.
Yeah.
But he was. No one led me like he did. How about you?
Oh yeah. To dance with him was an experience that you didn't forget.
You danced with him once, what?
It was an experience to
Oh.
dance with him,
Yeah.
and you never forgot it.
Spoils you.
Oh God, so great. Too many.
I couldn't stand somebody to hold me this way.
Oh,
I'll tell you.
that's a killer.
And
that
not only
baby.
this way, but they would go.
Oh yeah, they love to do that. Oh. Yeah.
I felt like a boxer. You know, you feel like a boxer. But I had to be careful throwing somebody. If a guy has a certain way of throwing you out or bringing you in, and you do a little thing there,
Throws him off.
yeah, it does. Or they say, look at you like, what's
Yeah.
that? Did you find that?
Yeah, to a certain point.
Certain
Yeah.
ones?
Well, not as much as you, because you were so creative.
I didn't know
So
what I was going to
what
do
you
half
were
the
doing.
time. I really didn't. That drop with Eddie, I didn't always land in a perfect position because sometimes I would turn and stop and then drop, and that meant I would face him more.
Mm-hmm.
If I turned and dropped right away, now you've got yours under control. You've got yours so that you spin and ease into it like a lady. And I went, boing, and it dropped. But Eddie would pull back on his hand and keep me
in
on my
balance.
feet. Mike Termini was good to dance with.
Oh yeah, I remember Mike very well.
He was little, but he was strong.
Very strong. He was very friendly with my brother Ray.
Was he?
Yeah. Good buddies. Yeah.
Well,
So he
Ray knew a
me.
lot of them.
Oh yeah, he did. He knew Mike very well, and Lenny and Kay. Oh my God, yeah.
Did Raymond live up where you did, or did he live down here?
He lived in Hollywood.
He lived where?
In Hollywood.
Oh,
During the in the 40s when we were all dancing.
Yeah.
That's when we lived in. Went to Long Beach first, lived there for about a year. Then we moved into Hollywood, and then we went to all the dances.
But he lived in the same
clubs.
place you did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I mean,
little,
he was
my
living
little
in-
brother. Yeah.
Do you remember Johnny and what was her name? Balboa, always at the Madeline.
Oh yeah.
Well, do you know I
Those
ran
two
into them?
did the most incredible Balboa Val that
She had the
I've ever.
sexiest ankles.
Never saw anything quite
Every
like
day for I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
And you know, I saw them in New York. They must have been visiting or something. I ran into them one time.
that.
They got married at the Palladium, I understand.
Yeah, I heard that.
But
What year that was?
they were the smoothest. That was the Balboa.
What a style.
That's the real
they had.
Balboa.
That was the real.
Did you ever dance with him?
No, I don't think I ever.
I
got
don't,
to.
never saw them dance with anybody else.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if they ever did. No, I don't think I ever did. I think I would have remembered that. Too busy watching them dance. They were
I love to
so
watch
good.
them. They weren't flashy, but they were fascinating.
That's when you said they had style. You knew what
Wasn't
you
it
were-
good?
Oh,
So smooth.
oh, they were.
No move went from here up. Everything was from there down.
Yeah, wonderful.
Bye.